Stan, when a young person walks through the doors of 3 Mile Project, what are they walking into?
Our mission is to provide a safe, positive, encouraging place for kids where they can feel a sense of belonging and where they can be a part of a positive community. So our prayer is they walk in and they really feel a place that feels different, where they know they can be safe from some of the behaviors that they might have to struggle with at school or on the playground. We also want it to be a place where we get an opportunity to invest. So we get to know kids, we get to be an encouragement, we get to invest in their lives and really make them feel special when they walk in this place.
How did it all start?
2009, actually, we started the process of thinking this through and looking at what it might look like. So we came from a youth ministry background, and frankly, it came out of frustration of traditional youth ministry's difficulty in reaching the majority of kids in the community. We would go to band concerts and basketball games and just see the sheer number of kids that weren't being reached by traditional youth ministry, and thought, we need to do something different, something that doesn't sound like church or feel like church or look like church, where we can just provide an opportunity for kids to experience that same kind of positive community that kids who go to church feel in youth group, and kids have really responded to that.
So it is faith-based. So when you come to 3 Mile Project, how much of that is integrated into their experience?
We have zero expectations with regard to where a kid is on their faith journey, and we are purposefully non-pressuring, non-intimidating. We don't have any expectations, but we also don't hide who we are. And our calling to this is, we just feel that we've been called to share God's love and joy, and we do that in the way that we talk to people, that we interact with people, that we treat people. And our prayer is kids just catch that seed, that at the end of the night they're walking out and thinking to themselves, that place felt different. And if they feel led to find out why, they ask us questions and we get to share that. But again, no expectations, no pressure, no intimidation. This is just a place where we want to love kids and help them feel a sense of belonging.
Well, they're definitely going to have a good time while they're here, because there are so many different things to do. Can you walk us through the scope and size of this place?
But we surveyed 700 teenagers and said, if you're going to create a place to hang out, what would it include? And we broke that data down between gender and age, and really the kids designed this place. And there's a lot of activity. It's very activity oriented. We think kids need to be physically active. So there's basketball courts and volleyball courts, movie theaters, video games. Our goal was no kid could walk out at the end of the night and say to themselves, but I couldn't find anything I wanted to do. The one interesting thing we found was the #1 answer to all of that was kids just wanted a place where they could be safe, hang out with their friends, be part of a community. So if you look at the facility, not only do we have a ton of activity, but we got a ton of places just for kids to sit around, converse, have a good time with their friends, and again, come in and be part of something positive.
Now, one of the latest additions that you put here is something that I think any true American Ninja Warrior that you see on television would be jealous of. I mean, this Ninja Warrior course is incredible. Tell us about it.
And that's one of the challenges we face is, you know, this generation of kids is used to the next iPhone every 6 months. We can't remodel our 34,000 square foot building every 6 months, but we have been doing this now for almost 8 years and realized we needed to refresh some of the things that we were offering. So over the summer, we put in this new 5,000 square foot Ninja Warrior course. It's been a monster hit. It's been open to the public during our open to the public hours for 3 weeks now, and the kids are having a blast. It really fits what we're about, because we, again, like to be a place where kids can be physically active. We think that's important, but we also love the message it sends. It's the same kind of message that contributes to living an abundant life, which is you fall down, you get back up, you're persistent. So we love the message, we love the activity, and it's really responding with the kids. They're coming in here and just having a ball in here.
What does it cost to walk through the door? And then how can people help if
Sure.
that isn't covering all the costs?
Yeah.
This is a large facility.
Yeah, you know, our budget is more than $500,000 a year to provide the opportunities that we do to kids in the community. We charge them $5. For $5, they get in for their 3 nights. They can choose any of the activities that they want to do. That covers about 20% of our annual operating budget. Through rentals and cafe revenue, we get to about 75% of our annual operating budget, but the other 25% we have to fundraise, and that means about $200,000 a year worth of fundraising. And that spans the gamut from people who send us a check for $5 to some pretty big benefactors that we have here in the community that in fact paid for our new Ninja arena. So we also use volunteers to help us provide the safe environment that we do when kids are in here. So if people are looking to help, it's an easy thing to either help us by supporting us financially, or come in and spend some time with some kids and volunteer and have a good time in here.
2 great ways to get involved right there. Maybe you are looking for a place for your child, a nice safe place for them to come, hang out, and belong. Maybe you'd like to volunteer and help mentor other youth and be there for them. Or maybe you just think you can financially help by cutting them a check. You can always go to the website 3mp.org.
You got it.
All right, thanks so much for the time, Stan.
You bet, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.